What's up, Connor Rush? How y'all doing, man? Hey, we're here once again, as we are every single day, man. Every single day, trying to get better at basketball, trying to reach our dreams, trying to reach our goals. And again, this show is to help you guys out. So if you have any questions at all about any of our drills, I'm glad to help you right here, right now. I am gonna start. I think once the high schoolers get ready, I still just need like 5 to 10 solid players who understand how to do stuff when I direct them, right? It's very hard to like get stuff even after I tell you and after I show you. For me, when I was growing up, it was like if you showed me something, I could see it and I could do it. Before you showed it to me, I did not know how to do it. You know, I'm not saying that I'm all-knowing. I'm saying that if you said, take the ball in your left hand, step with your right foot, and bounce it, I could do that. And a lot of our players, probably like 99% of our players, can't do that. If I say put the ball in your left hand, have them put the ball in their right hand. Speaking of the devil, Cameron, he was like that, definitely. All right. I would ask him to do something, and he could not do something, even though he just saw me. I think with some of you guys, it's a attention problem. All right, and I know that because the moment that I yell at you, you get it instantaneously. All right, think about that. You can't do that with anything else. Like if you can't shoot, and like you're missing, and I'm just like, yo, make every shot, and then boom, you make 20 straight threes in a row. You're not doing that. Yelling's not going to get that, right? Or if I'm like, yo, dunk it, and then you can't dunk it, I'm like, dunk the ball now, and I start yelling at you, you're not just going to jump higher and dunk it because you could not do that. That's why those are things that I will never yell to people. Make more shots, dunk the basketball, run faster, unless they can run faster, right? All right. But if all it takes is yelling to make you absolutely better, that just means that you weren't paying attention. That means that you weren't taking it seriously. All right, and that's usually the case with the things that we work on. Because if you can take care of all those small things, the big things don't matter. Like the big things like ball handling. I mean, you can work on ball handling in your own time, but it takes like a year to get better. You can work on shooting in your own time, but it takes like a year to get better. But standing in the right spot for upside, that's like, dude, it's like 10 seconds. As long as you like listen to coach and see what he does, and then do what he told you to do. So what I need are 5 to 10 players who can learn quickly. All right, and there's ADHD in this world. There's kids that just weren't meant to play basketball because their parents, just didn't play, or maybe people that just didn't grow up watching it, or people that don't watch it right now, or maybe kids with like learning disabilities of any sort. Right? There's all this stuff, and I'm not making fun of anyone, but it is what it is. All right. So if you are that person if you are that special kid who can understand stuff, the first time that I tell them, show me that. All right, before I yell. All right, show me that. And if you are a kid who can, sprint 80 miles an hour, like Gavin Witt, he beat Connor in the race this morning. He's like, I beat Connor. I got more than he did. I knew he could beat Connor from the first day. He just never ran fast. I saw him running fast. I was like, dude, that kid's really fast. He just never ran fast. He didn't understand. He didn't know that he could do it. All right. So and if you can dunk and you're just holding back on us, I don't know what your problem is, man. Jump. All right. So give your all out there, so then I don't disrespect you, basically. But I need these players, and why I need them is I want to start filming all of our stuff. I still have not filmed all of our drills. All right, because I want to spread our program to the 4 different areas of Colorado: Aurora, Broomfield, Centennial, and Denver. And by doing that, we will spread our reach within Colorado, and then we can have more people doing our stuff, and on a day-to-day basis, and more people doing our stuff on a year-to-year basis, where they're playing in our leagues, playing our tournaments, and then once we get all finished, we will have 16 teams in Colorado. All right, that's my goal. And I want 16 club teams in Colorado, each one having 1st through 12th grade, and we want to play against each other in like the most like organized fashion possible. And then we'll take the best of us, and then we'll go on the road together. When we go on the road, we will face and compete with the nation's top players. And what that will do is it'll take the day-to-day stuff will make everyone in our state better. Then playing against each other will make everyone in our state greater. Then taking our best on the road will bring back all the scouts, right? Because we'll be filtering the scouts throughout our people. So then overall, all of our people will get recruited more if we all just basically work together. And then if we can have like a super team, then we can even beat the best super teams because we're basically all doing the same thing throughout the entire year. So that's my game plan to basically get all the Colorado kids into the NBA. Most people aren't thinking that way because they think that we can't do it. They think that I can't do it for some reason, and that's a bad way to start. If you're trying not to make the NBA, that's the best way to do it. Is just to think that you can't do it. If you're trying to make the NBA, the best way that you can do it is to, one, work together, two, think that you can do it. All right, I beat both of them. No, you did not, Noah. Not even close. Do not cap like that. You got like 9, we got 12 both. All right. Maybe we'll see on Friday morning when you guys come again. Connor's goal is to come to 3 early morning workouts this week, and then come to 4 next week, and then come to 5 the following week, so you can start doing 5 per week in the morning. I think that's a valiant goal. It's a valiant goal, and good luck to Connor for that one. All right, let's start off with the story of the day, and then go from there.
Don't be fooled by those that make their greatness look easy. Making it look effortless, ironically, takes a ton of effort. So always give your all, even when the odds are against you, so that hopefully one day you can make it look just as easy as those who came before you.
So yeah, the greatest ones, they definitely just make it look easy, and that's one of the worst issues. Is Michael Jordan is just jumping over people, and okay, look at these two players right here, Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady. All right, Carmelo, you could say the same for him, but I'll go with T-Mac. All right, Kobe Bryant, he would score, but then Tracy McGrady would score easier. Kobe would go between his legs, behind his back, spin move, fade away to the corner, and then hit the shot over 3 guys. And it was like, wow. And then Tracy McGrady would just stand there, jab, and then hit the shot. All right. Same with like Shaq and Tim Duncan. Shaq is just pounding his way through everyone, boom, dunking, breaking the backboard. Tim Duncan just turns around, looks at the basket, bang shot. All right. Those that make it look easy, they look like they're just like more natural. We almost don't even like appreciate it. We're just like, oh, yeah, he was born like that. It takes so much work to make it look easy. That's why when you guys are like playing in the one-on-one drills and I'm like, 3 dribbles max, and you're not able to do that, it's because you're not good enough to do it yet. All right? See it as like one of those karate warrior guys, kung fu guys, and then you got the one going with his nunchucks, like swinging them everywhere, and then he attacks. He does all these flips, and then the main guy's just been standing there staring at him the whole time. Then the guy comes up to him with the nunchucks and tries to do a flying kick, and the guy goes, no, and just like boom, hits him in the face, kills him. That's the master. The master is a person that like does not need all the fancy gimmicks and stuff like that. The master is the person that just comes down the court, takes care of business, next play, see ya. All right? But it takes a lot of work to get to that point. It takes a lot of work to make it look like you never were doing any work. And for young players watching that, they assume that the person did no work. And when they assume that, they love them more. One, they're like, wow, this person has God-given stuff. Just like when you hear singers, right? All right, some singers are very, very natural. Most are. I don't know. They have singing classes, but like that's a gift from God, right? And you think that basketball players are like that, and you're like, oh, he just has a gift, and that's why you like him. That's why you have his picture up in your room. But that's also why you think that you can't do the same. you're like, oh, I wasn't born with it. All right. And the amount of effort that you're willing to put in is very, very minimal because you're like, okay, I'm going to put in some effort, but it better come fast or it's just not going to come at all. Like you're freaking like mutant and you're just like you're an X-Men and you're just hoping that it turns on magically. Well, here we go. Am I going to get claws or am I going to be able to fly? I don't know. Oh, nothing. I waited a week. It was nothing. No, it's not like that. It's a lot of work that these guys have put in since probably they were like 2 years old. Like unknowingly. Whether it's like playing tag every single day, helping their parents out on the farm carrying hay. That's why they got so strong. Always racing their bigger brothers when like their brothers were 6 and they were only 3. And their legs just got stronger and stronger because of that. For me, I played after school for 3 hours. Basketball and tag. Just running around forever. Ever. And like my legs got so strong, I mean, just from doing that all the time. And I mean, people who are always like jumping while they're playing, trying to like reach tall trees and stuff like that, they're going to be the dunkers. So it's an everyday effort. And if you guys put it in with play, you probably have to put it in like 6 hours a day. But if you put it in with like our program and something like exactly right, it's like an hour a day. So go and start putting in the work, and then you can be that great person who everyone says, wow, it looks so easy for him. This game comes so easy to him. And they will be too daunted to even try because of the way that you look. All right? We've had so many players in our program, actually like maybe dozens, who have started off as like some of the worst players. And when they got finished with us, people didn't join our program because of them. They were like, whoa, that person's in your program? My kid could never be like him. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He was way worse than your son was when he first started. They're like, no, he wasn't. They just like can't believe it. No, he wasn't. And or like the kid will come to like every single day of like 6 a.m. workout, and I'll be like, hey, if he's doing it, you can do it. They're like, nah. He's special. There's something in his mind, in his heart. My kid doesn't have that. Even the kid's like, nah, I don't have that. And it's like, what? That kid thought he didn't have it. I talked him into it. All right? So if things seem super easy for someone, you can make things seem like that for yourself if you put in that kind of effort. All right? What is this? Then we tied because that's what I got. I said 3, 4, 4, 5, but now I don't know what you guys are talking about. More is less. If you get rushed on a handoff, do you do the same thing as a pick and roll? Let me see. If you get rushed on a handoff, offense or defense? I would say, like, if you're defense... Oh, if you get rushed on a handoff. Got you. If you get rushed on a handoff, the guy should have never handed you the ball. All right? So if you're dribbling the ball toward the sideline and you hand the ball off and they jump it, you should have faked the handoff and gone. You can't set your dude up like that. But I suppose if you do catch the ball, man, people are rushing at you, that's really, really hard because you're coming off of a catch to doing that retreat dribble. That's extremely hard. So that's on the passer. I would equate that to an NFL quarterback throwing the ball down the middle and the person catches it, and then boom, he gets hit by every single side. That's not the receiver's fault. That is the quarterback's fault. All right. Let's see. A team we played just rushed, but only handoffs. They only rushed handoffs? Oh, yeah, you guys should have just killed them with the fake handoffs, man. On my video, I forgot to put push-ups for the homework. Well, add it. All right, let's move on. Let's go with our elementary stuff that we are not doing for tomorrow, but we are doing it on Tuesday. All right, we got 2-on-1 break. All right, that's sprinting in wide with one person guarding you. It should be the easiest drill in the world. You're just dribbling down. If they don't come over, you score the layup. If they do come over, you pass the ball with your strong side hand. All right, we have flares, baseline out of bounds defense. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. 5-second count extension. That's when you're holding the ball. And then it gets up to 4 seconds. You're being patient. Then you dribble the ball to reset the count. And then when they get to 4 seconds again, then you pick up the ball again to get 4 more seconds. So you don't have 5 seconds, you have about 12 seconds. All right, 49 seconds down by 3, baseline out of bounds. We worked on that sort of last time, but we worked on it with 12 seconds left. This is with less than 10 seconds left. It's a different strategy. Now we do need a three-pointer. Now things are a little bit more heard. Then we have 5-on-5 oldest versus youngest, so we'll actually play that during practice. Stuff that we did last time, we had reverse layups, baseline out of bounds for shots, loose balls, press break, walk through, 49 seconds down by 3 with free throws, and then 5-on-5. Stuff that we're doing tomorrow is 3-man weave. All right, this is our first warm up that we do when we play games. All right, coming off of the when we meet at half court right before game start and we break, go straight to 3-man weave. All right, and it just gets us warmed up, but also gets the timing on it. For younger kids, they legit don't know how to do this, or for you guys as well. You want to sprint across the middle, catch it off the sprint, and then pass the ball to the next person who's also sprinting. After you pass the ball, you sprint behind the person that you just passed the ball to, wide. All right, it should be very, very simple, straightforward, but we struggle at it, so we will work on this. All right, and everyone has to be paying attention the entire time in accurate passes. For a one-on-one alley, that's just using third of the court, going up toward from the baseline to half court, side to side, zigzags, and you just turning the defender. If you can turn him more than 3 times, then you'll get. If you can steal the ball. If you can steal the ball more than 3 times, then you get the ball to come back one-on-one. If he makes it to half court without you stealing it 3 times, then he gets to play one-on-one as the offensive person. He has to at least touch the ball, touch the sideline or the middle 5 times with the zigzags, so you get to harass him with no consequences. We got 0 50 100. That's our patience rule. Again, just take your time with it. The first time that you touch the ball on offense, do not go. Just slowing you guys down does help a lot. All right. Second time that you touch the ball, 50% of the time, 100 times. The third time that you touch the ball, 100% of the time. And again, when it's 0%, you can't pass, you can't drive, and you can't throw the ball for an assist. You must just pass the ball regularly. And you can break these rules 5 times. All right? And breaking the rule, by the way, also comes down to if you're open on that third pass and you don't shoot it. That would be breaking the rule. So I don't care how bad you are of a shooter. If it's the third time that you've caught the ball in the possession and you're open, that's your shot. All right? So we're going to keep this. But if you break the rule, hey, you get five chances to break the rule. If you go 3 for 5, then you are a special player that day, and you can break the rule 5 more times. And if you go 3 for 5 again, break the rule again. Absolutely. I wouldn't care if you broke the rule the entire game. As long as you're 3 for 5, you're all good. But the moment that you go 2 for 5, 1 for 5, or 0 for 5, pass the ball around. You're not off to a hot start. Try again next game. Or you can save your 5 chances for throughout the game. Now you can come down the court and pull for a 3, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, as opposed to trying to do it 5 straight times in the first quarter and then going, I got no more. Dude, stop it, man. You're being a hot dogger. You're not being a team player. People aren't feeling involved. Your teammates are going to try less on defense. They're going to try less on the press break. They're going to try less in transition, all because you're shooting the ball way too much, or you're driving the ball way too much, or you're making too many mistakes. So get the ball around, make everyone feel involved, and also make the defense work. So be patient on this stuff. I will get 4,000 push-ups this month, 4,000 exquisitely executed push-ups. I could imagine. All right, still string beans. 3 times to touch the ball in 1 possession is laughable. I know, because people do not do that. But if you watch good teams in college, they do that. I don't know why I put blah blah blah. Oh, I got you. You were looking for the crazy emoji. I feel you on that. Emojis are tough in this world, man. This is YouTube. They aren't very emoji friendly, I've noticed. All right, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with baseline out of bounds. So we went from having 12 seconds to having 7 seconds, and now we're talking about having 3 seconds or less for baseline out of bounds. All right, and we are down by 3. That is tough. You need a really good screen. You need a really good pass, and you need a really good shooter, and you also need a couple of options. All right, so we'll put in a couple of plays for you guys to understand that, so we don't need to call timeouts, or in case we don't have timeouts. Last one is down by 10 with 3 minutes left. We need a hurried offense and pressure defense for a comeback. Everything I just said about pressure Forget about it. All right, we are down by 10. All right, now you break the rule. Now you go. All right, and also defense. We aren't now. Now we're taking chances. We're going for steals. We're trying to double team randomly, trying to steal the ball from behind. And if they go slowly, trying to like waste time, now we get to hop on them. And basically what you're doing is you're putting the game into a blender. All right, you're going, okay, nothing worked. Let's try a little crazy. All right, and like for hockey, they call this like a power play, where you take your goalie out and you just go like 6 against 5. And you say, screw it. If you guys score, you score because we basically lost anyway. Let's just do this. So that's what we're doing for the hurried offense and pressure defense for the comeback. We might press them. We might do whatever we have to do. All right. Let's check our homework, picture of the day, quote of the day, trivia. I'll go in any order at all. Let's go with trivia to begin with. All right, so for the trivia today, Finn Kaufman is murdering y'all as usual. All right, this question is fairly simple because there's only 30 options because there's 30 NBA teams. Which team did the Spurs surpass for the most consecutive winning seasons when they recorded their 20th winning season in a row in 2016-2017? Which franchise did the Spurs pass? I would guess this one. I don't know. Oh, I was wrong. All right. Yep. Which franchise did the Spurs surpass for most consecutive winning seasons when they recorded their 20th in 2016 and 2017? For school, we literally got in trouble for not going on the first time when you are barely open. If I'm not PG and I get the ball 2 times, I'm shooting it 100% that third time. I hear that. Yeah, no, school teams definitely messed this up. The Jazz is the answer. Once again by Finn Kaufman. The Kaufman is coughing it up. One day we're going to realize that that Finn is just a robot. And that's how he's getting it. Utah put together 19 consecutive winning seasons from 1983 through 2004. Most of those featuring the Hall of Fame triumvirate of Karl Malone, John Stockton, and Coach Jerry Sloan. What about Jeff Hornacek? Come on, guys. You can't leave Jeff off this list. Yes. The Pacers, nice guess. No Google is not a team. I am so good at trivia. Finn Kaufman is so good at trivia. So good at trivia. He's killing y'all. Man, it's too easy for y'all. Memphis, I don't think Memphis has been around for 20 years, have they? Maybe barely. All right. Next, we got our... Before we get to the rest of the stuff, we have our challenge of the day. All right. Our challenge of the day is... Which one is it? Gotcha. All right, so for the 8th grade, it's a new one for you guys since you guys just finished up the Pia Blajavania challenge. Read through all 10 of the defensive skills clinic tips. Memorizing, understanding, then applying these tactics will help your game immensely. For 9th grade, finish day 24 of the homework assignment. Do either 10, 25, or 50 push-ups. Keep up the good work. All right. Not talking about 10th grade, but yes, that's what you guys are doing. 9th graders, you're just basically just doing the homework. All right. Moving on, we got our, let's check the homework. What have we been doing with that? Got to go. Bye. Man, just comes and just kills it and then just bounces. Dang. I should have waited a little bit longer. Austin Masseth with the push-ups. Austin asked me, how I want you to push me like you pushed Connor. All right, again, you're going to be pushed if you post the homework. All right, that is it. If you post the homework, I will push you. If you don't want to be pushed, don't post the homework. Wyatt Ingles, I see you, man. Connor Rush, Noah Masseth. I think we got someone posted a wrong thing to our playlist. What's going on here? Declan and Kieran with the push-ups. All right, great job. I just traded my quarterback. Come on, Kieran and Declan. Come on, Kieran and Declan. Stop with the fantasy sports, buddy. All right. But yes, great job with the homework. We got more and more people posting. I like it. It's up to like about 5, especially if we count Derek Valdez, who's also been posting his warm-up stuff for workouts when he can't stay late. He's been posting that. So great job to all of you guys. All right. Checking the picture of the day. What do we have for the picture of the day? Oh, who do you have for the finals, guys? Jay Williams just likes to make controversial statements so he can get more airtime. He says that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to make the championship. Do you guys think that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to make the championship? I think I'm going for the Bucks. I know my Lakers have like very, very little chance to make it. So I mean, I hope the Lakers make it, but they probably aren't. It would be nice if the Warriors made it. But I'm gonna say in the finals, I'll go with that. Warriors versus the Bucks. And the Bucks are gonna win. Warriors are underdogs. Oh man, I can't imagine them making it, but it would be fun. Those are my pick. Who do you guys gonna do? Either Memphis or Utah? What horrible picks. Horrible picks. All right. Get your boy Pizza out of here. I don't even know what you're talking about. Jay Williams, you are one silly man. One silly man. All right. RJ on so there was this what is his name? There's this guy named Gilbert Arenas. All right. And Richard Jefferson, he called out Richard Jefferson for doing something. What did he say? It was crazy. And basically Richard Jefferson called him back out, and he said something like, Richard Jefferson was our fourth option. How is he getting picked higher than me in the draft? And then Richard Jefferson goes, are you kidding me? He's like, dude, during the draft workout, they're asking us questions, and then they said, what do you guys want to see yourself as in the league in 10 years? And then his answer was a pimp. And then like the guy asked him a question when he was being serious, like being a businessman about stuff. He just yelled at him. He's like, what are you talking about? You don't degrade women, all this other stuff. And then the very next time they asked him to do some kind of workout thing. He was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And that was why Gilbert Arenas got picked so far low, even though he was the number one option on Arizona. Richard Jefferson was the fourth option. He got picked way higher. And it shows you that Gilbert just doesn't understand why he still to this day doesn't understand why he wasn't picked high, and why his career didn't pan out. He got into some gun problems in college, then got into them, and the pros. People watch your red flags, so make sure you guys don't have those. And I just bring that story up because I see Jay Williams here, and Jay Williams, he was the number one pick in the draft, but then he's riding his motorcycle, doing wheelies, and then breaks his hip. I mean, if you have a future, you got to take care of it in all facets. All right, you don't want to be doing stupid things all the time. So really take care of yourselves out there, guys. Make sure you guys are doing the right thing. Gilbert Arenas likes to bring pistols in the locker room. Exactly, man. Doubles. Going with the Bulls. Nets, 76ers, Warriors, Bucks, and Heat. That's a lot of teams, Connor. Only a few teams can make it. All right. Let's check our quote of the day before we finish up. Quote of the day is, while there's life, there's hope. Stephen Hawking. All right, this guy had an amazing life. If you've seen his movie, The Theory of Everything, I mean, what happened to him was just an accident, man. He just fell, hit his head, changed his entire life. And it slowly progressed to the point where he couldn't walk or talk, but he still was a genius, and he was getting his words out through just speech and stuff like that. And his wife was very, very resilient and staying with him and things like that. But this dude, he knew some crap about black holes and about the world that we could ever only dream to have. And he says, while there's life, there's hope. So if you have dreams and hopes to make the NBA, to make D1, as long as you're still out there, as long as there's still breath in you, there's hope. And again, this is one of the smartest people to have ever lived saying this, so you can believe it. All right? While there's life, there's hope. That's the quote of the day for tomorrow, for Thursday. So don't forget it. You gotta do push-ups. While there's life, there's hope. All right. Wait, I'm back with 1 minute left. What up? You Mr. Ho talking about who's gonna make the finals. Put your choice of who's gonna make the finals in the comment section, and then you fully participated for the day. All right. Anyway, guys, while there's life, there's hope. Let's make sure that we never forget that, and you keep it up, even in the games if there's 10 minutes left. 5 minutes left. while there's life in the game, there's hope. So you keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, you guys, that's my time. I'll see y'all at the workout tonight. Make sure you guys show up on time. And make sure you guys are prepared to work extremely hard. All right, see y'all later. Peace out.
Our energy and passion is a well full of unreturnable gold of unknown depth. If this were life, we do best to spend wisely, just in case the depths were shallow. But it's a game, so dig deep and spend every piece just in case the depths are infinite. The regret of burning out early pales in comparison to having a lot left in the tank in the end.